Hi, I'm Mark Ryman, Learning Center agronomist out here at Gothenburg, and today we're out on a pretty cold, snowy morning, taking a look at, what we've got for snow cover a little bit. And I wanted to talk about kind of one of those interesting things that always comes up when we talk about having really cold temperatures. We've had kind of highs below 10 degrees the past few days. We've had lows that get to, I think I've seen negative 11 maybe this week, and you start to think, is that cold weather doing me any good? And one of the things that you can come down with too is you see things where if the soil gets to a certain temperature, you can have rootworm egg death, and that could benefit you next year in those corn on corn rotations as far as kind of lowering that pressure. But there is one caveat to having the really low temperatures. If you look at what we've got, we measured it just kind of going around. We've got about 5 to 6 inches of good snow cover. Pretty, I'd say uniformly and across the state. There's probably even a lot more. And what we're seeing is when you have that snow cover, even though we're getting down so low at night, the temperatures in that soil aren't that low. So we pulled up our temperature data from the past month and a half from the Learning Center here at Gothenburg, and you can see some really distinct features. We've got an area where you had a lot of variation, maybe 5 to 10 degrees during the day. That's where in January we had some warmer temps and we didn't have any snow cover, so that soil was warming. Then we got a little spot in the red box where we got some snow, but it was very light snow cover and cold temps, and you really start to see that temperature dropping off. The next box is where you start to see some of that snow melt. The temperature starts to come back up with some warmer days. We had one where we approached 50 in there. And then you can really see in that green box the impact of having that really heavy snow cover. We got about a 8 to 10 inch event here last week. We're going to add a few inches onto it here this weekend with the cold temperatures. And under that snow, it's like a perfect blanket. Our temperatures are staying pretty steady, right around 30 to 31 degrees right now. And that's not getting anywhere near cold enough to kind of really impact the rootworm eggs. So when we talk about rootworm, we really need to see soil temps get down to, some studies show like 18.5 degrees in the soil, like in that top 12 inches before we start to really affect egg mortality. And even if you get, below that, that's better for it, because the colder it gets, the more mortality you're gonna have. So that's just an update I wanted to bring you. Unfortunately, we have cold temps, but we're not gonna really see an impact of that on our rootworm egg mortality. It's just something to keep thinking about. Maybe if this snow blows away or goes away and we get very cold temps, it'll happen. But right now we're just not seeing it. So kind of keep watching us for updates. We hope to update this soil temperature a little bit, see if anything happens after these cold temps. And I guess keep warm if you can out there. It's definitely a rough patch of winter right now.
Thanks for watching this video from the Gothenburg Water Utilization Learning Center. For more information, please call 308-537-4500.